Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Over the course of the next 3 weeks, I plan on showing off 3 holiday side dishes that would be perfect for any holiday table. And the first one we're going to be starting with is a bourbon glazed roasted butternut squash. So the ingredients we're going to need today are really quite simple. All you're going to need is either 1 large butternut squash cut into 8 pieces or 2 smaller ones cut into 4 pieces each for a total of 8. We'll also need 4 sprigs of rosemary, 8 cloves of unpeeled garlic. For our glaze, we will need 5 tablespoons of bourbon, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, as well as some sea salt and black pepper. And then I'll be dotting the tops of these with 2 tablespoons of butter. Now the first thing we're going to do is transfer our butternut squash over into a roasting pan. And just try and fit it in there the best way you can. For our glaze, all I'm going to do is add in my bourbon, olive oil, the honey, my red pepper flakes, as well as a little bit of salt and some of our black pepper. And then all we're going to do is whisk this together, and then I'm going to just simply throw my garlic in here. Scatter it around. There we go. Now that our glaze is completely whisked together, I'm just going to slowly drizzle it over top of all the butternut squash. And then I'm going to make sure that these all get tossed in our glaze. And while I'm doing this, I would like to remind you of the Gamers and Geeks playlist that Alicia Death and I have going on our channels. It is very simple. If you'd like to be a part of it, all you have to do is go out and make a cooking video. And once you've done that, post it to your channel and then let either JPIC or I know in the comment section of our latest cooking videos, or if you're a part of our Discord servers, you can let us know over there as well. The only thing we do ask, guys, is that you just mention the Gamers and Geeks playlist somewhere in your video, as well as leaving a link down in the description to it, and that way we can continue to support all the fine people that have already contributed to the list. Alright guys, I think I've got these pretty well coated. If I can put that one in there a little bit better. And all I'm going to do now is put my little sprigs of rosemary right over the top. I think I'm just going to break some of these in half. I'm not a big lover of rosemary, so I don't really want quite that much on it. I think that should be plenty. Now I'm going to put this into, no I'm not, I'm going to put my butter on top here. I'm just going to cut it and sort of dash it right across it. Alright guys, I've got all the butter on top of them, and now I'm going to put them over into a 350 degree oven for 30 minutes. And then after that 30 minutes, I'm going to pull them out, turn them over, baste them with the juices from the bottom of the pan, and allow them to cook for an additional 15 to 30 minutes or until they are fork tender. So I will see you once these have come out of the oven. Alright guys, our bourbon glazed butternut squash is out of the oven, and it smells so good. I cannot wait to dig in and try a taste of this one. Let's start right here in the middle, I think. Alright guys, as you can tell, I am absolutely devouring this piece of squash. Butternut happens to be one of my absolute favorites, and this dish is no exception. You get a very subtle hint of a bourbon from our glaze, and the rosemary and garlic are not overwhelming at either. The only thing I will say is it can be quite spicy in places where the red pepper flakes have kind of baked in, so if you don't want it quite as spicy, you could certainly back those down to about a half of a teaspoon. But other than that, I absolutely love this dish, and this one will definitely be on my holiday table this year. Alright guys, well that is going to be it for me for the day. Remember to check out the Gamers and Geeks playlist, as well as my Cooking with Vault Girl playlist. I will leave a link down in the description to it. If you guys like this video, leave me a comment down below. If you guys try this recipe out, let me know how it turns out for you. And as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. I've been Vault Girl. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Happy holidays, guys.